A research mission will following year try to discover the stamina, the bad-fated vessel of Antarctic researcher Sir Ernest Shackleton. The ship sank in 1915, crushed by ocean ice in the Weddell Sea and losing 3,000 meter of water supply. Shackleton and his team were constrained in lifeboats to do an emergency and valiant flee through the Southern Sea. UK investigator Professor Julian Dowdeswell will conduct the world force. He expects to include the flight on planned in January/February. But since Larsen is so shut to the recent named stance of the stamina, it makes feeling to as well include a go at conclusion the renowned vessel. In our research of Larsen, we will be operational independent submarine vehicles, OVs. But if we can get them in band of wherever stamina is mined to be, we will email them by the ice to do a examination. They are adjusted in down-looking much beam echo sounders, that can map out on a mesh the form of the seabed. You see at how for any signs of the vessel and later attention in cameras if you discover thing exciting. It is a really hard problem. The ocean ice in the Weddell Sea is well heavy and intractable, as Shackleton found to his price. Professor Dowdeswell's crew brings along a riches of examination of the Spree, the Necton Basis, the College of Canterbury in New Zealand, as so as the College of Cloak City and the Nelson Mandela College in Seaport Elizabeth, Southward Africa. Larsen Sea is one of the greatest ice shelves in Antarctica. It is the float expansion of glaciers how include flowed off the east party of the Antarctic Peninsula and united along to shape one gigantic cheerful plate. Its northern neighbors, Larsen A and Larsen B, incurred disastrous breakdown UPS in 1995 and 2002, accordingly. These failures unrelated the feed glaciers over, enabling them to go more rapid and dumping yet more than of their ice in the sea, increase world ocean levels. The manufacture of a close 6,000 kilometers iceberg recent year now has expert wonder if Larsen Sea is as well creature set up for a crash. The Weddell Sea mission will try to reply the issue by receive in shut and manufacturing a episode of geophysics measurements. The OVs will be shipped in the hollow by the shelf to map the seabed and the hanging ice awning. Drill bit cores will as well be undertaken of fair in front line of the shelf. The aim is to set the history story of ice preliminary and refuge, to see for old ground channel, the locations wherever Larsen's feed glaciers include previous rest on the seabed. Include these channel excited behind and striker on a quite routine base, or include they just always retreated and at which bet? We wish to try to put the latter changes how we've seen at the peninsula in their much longer term background, told Dr. Christine Batchelor, a Spree comrade who will be an mission crew member. We just include Sputnik observational data for the recent few many decades. We wish to see how such changes fit in while we see above lot much longer timescales, above hundreds and thousands of year. For the Spree to be associated in the opening of the stamina would be fit. The institution is, in lot ways, the holder of accounting records for Britain's valiant epoch of Arctic research. In its archive are documents associated to Stamina Captain Frank Worsley. It is he, in sextant and chrono, who intended the ship's dive stance on November 21, 1915 as 68°39 30.0 southward and 52°26 30.0 western. The is approximately 100 to 150 maritime miles east of Larsen Sea. If ocean ice facility are favorable, the SA Needle 2 is potential to include business on its journey. The Deutsche study vessel Polarstern as well plans to trip the area of the again calved berg. Its flight will be led by the Alfred Wegener Institution in Bremerhaven.